Hey, what's up, everybody? So today, I figured what I was gonna do was go back over this picture right here because I was able to make it clear. I know a lot of people might not have been able to see it last time, and plus go over a little bit more paperwork or facts according to Rosemont. But real quick, I want to show you this picture. I use filters, uh, not really filters, but colors and stuff, really exposure. And this was from Rosemont. You know what I mean? Rosemont put this out. Attempt to identify, locate. It's for a death investigation. Uh, P. Easy. Um, they have him down as John Doe. They don't want to say his real name, but Western Ave in Chicago, Vice Lord. All right, so let me see. I believe this shit is fake. Um, because when I look at it, if you look, you have to look at it as you can't look at this at all. Don't look at him really. Try to look through him or past him, like, and look at all the other stuff in the picture except for this. Maybe I don't know what that is, but if you look as a big picture, not as a small face, but as a bigger face, you might be able to see what I see. Um, because what I see is it's a person with possibly their I want to say their face bashed in with something. I don't know, but there's a tooth missing right here. See, this is a tooth. That's a tooth. That's a chipped tooth. That's a broken tooth right there. This is the person's lip and his bottom lip. This is his eye right here. And they tried to blend it in with whoever this is back here. But that's his eye. Somehow they was able to put his face right there and to make it look like this is supposed to be his hand. Really. There's no way somebody's hand is that big. Like this is his arm and this is his hand by his face. That's not no hand. But down here's his chin. Right here. Like right here's where his chin starts. It's like he's laying down maybe. His face could be laying on something. Uh, and that's why his mouth is like that and his chin. Um, really, his head comes around this way, comes through this way, and up around this way. He might even have a hat on, and that's why we can't really see this. But and it's down over his eyes. But here's his nose, and here's his lip. Don't get them confused. They almost look to be the same, but they're not. See, that's the lip, and that's the nose. Hopefully, y'all can see that. I mean, see if I can make it a little bit better. But there's also some shit right here. See this person? That looks like some demon to me. Somebody right here too, I believe. And look at this kid. Like his what happened to this side of his face? You can see this side clear. Pretty clear anyway. Not like super clear, but clear enough. And his mouth, his nose. Like that's not a kid. That's not That's not no kid. You know what I mean? That's definitely not no kid. That's edited. Just more proof that, Rosemont covering shit up. And they put this out to their agencies, to other agencies. So they sent fake paperwork to other agencies, CPD districts, 10, 11, 12, and 15. They sent this to. This fake ass paperwork. They sent. Alright. This is definitely some fake ass shit. This is. I don't care what y'all say, what y'all think. This is. I could see it. I see his tooth, his busted tooth, his bottom lip, his chin. Remember, when you watch my videos, always go to the settings on YouTube, on where it says settings, where you can mess with the playback speed and the resolution. It's always set to auto, like auto 1080p, but it's really not. If you change it and go and click on 1080p, actually click on it and take it off auto, you'll see it come in a lot clearer. I didn't know that until like a little while ago. So make sure when you watch my videos, you always change your settings to 1080p, because I always upload in HD. So make sure you turn that on, because the auto shit's broke. Another problem that I had, and I said this before, is the guy's cheek is connected to his neck. I don't see how he's gonna turn his head. That was just something else, Alright, reset. Alright, this is what the picture really looked like. I could still see this guy. This is what it looked like without the filters. But I can still see him. His mouth. And this person back here, demon looking person. Alright. Now, that's Neff. I've already gone over him. Mike, Little Ty. Alright. Let's just skip through all this time card. It's already been gone over. Actually, all of it's probably already gone over before, but not by me. Alright, let's get to the good stuff, to the juicy part. Alright. Excuse me. Let's just go past. We already went through all this. I already did the lineups, the rooms. Yeah, went over that already. Here's the autopsy, I think. Cause of death, hypothermia. We went through all this already. What are we missing? Okay, let's see what this is. We've already known all this. We know that. Keep going, keep going. Okay, here we go. Let me go back, I think. It's like right here, maybe. Alright, let's see. We know all this already. Narrow down, vacant kitchen area. Alright, so alright, let's just, I guess, start here. Alright, yeah, we've already gone over this too. When she ran out of the conference room screaming, once they told her, you know, hey, oops, sorry, but we found Kenneka, and she was dead, you know, that's what this is saying. This part was just saying, uh, you know, where they found her at. You know, Lenora's the one who, and they just talk about like, you know, her at the party where Monifa left her. Shit, we already know, like to a T, that we've heard over and over and over. I'm trying to get to the stuff that we haven't heard over and over and over, which there's a lot in this paperwork because I went over it earlier. I just gotta skim through it and find it. Um, the good stuff anyway, because I don't want to sit here and bore you, you know, with all the shit we already know. You know what I mean? So excuse me if I'm not, you know, if I'm quiet for a minute. I'm just skimming through it just to see where it's at, the good stuff. Here it says a director of food and beverage, so that's got to be good. So let's start here. Um, they said during the preliminary investigation, they met with the hotel employee, the assistant general manager, and the beverage manager, and the front desk supervisor. Oh yeah, this just says that you know they'll cooperate with whatever they need to cooperate with. That I remember that. They say that the room was with a fraudulent credit card. Um, Video surveillance from the hotel showed Kenneka Jenkins enter, you know, through the rear entrance with three friends. We know that Monifa, Shamaya, and Monifa. We know that she went up to room 926. All right. In the kitchen area in the main lobby. Okay, it says that this is what part of this that stuck out to me right here. It says that she was observed on additional video surveillance cameras on the lower level and the main lobby level. Kenneka is by herself and appears to be impaired as she is walking through the hallways. Kenneka is observed entering the kitchen area on the main lobby level. Main lobby level kitchen at approximately 03:32 hours on September 9th. Kenneka then walks out of view of the camera, which is by the freezer. The next time someone is observed on video surveillance by the kitchen area where Kenneka was found was on September 9th. It's motion activated. They conducted an interview on scene with a hotel employee who first discovered. Now, this is also where they fuck up. All right, and I'm gonna show you why and where. All right, so let's read this. They conducted an on scene with the hotel employee. This is the one who first discovered her body, which is the beverage manager. We see him walk in on the footage with his keys and his flashlight, and he walks straight to the freezer. He opens it up, and then he turns around and walks back and gets the cop. All right, so that's who they're talking about here. Um, they attempted to contact Kenneka's friends who went with her at the hotel party. They were provided with phone numbers. Arrangements were made to pick up Blank and her mother at their residence and bring them to Rosemont Station because they're only 16 years of age. Now that was news to me also. I was not aware that there were juveniles at this party, especially 16 years old. I know they're all young, like 19. They all were young, but I thought they were all over the age of 18. I didn't know that there was some that were 16 years old. Because if there's a 16-year-old there, they could have easily gotten this kid to crack. Especially it's a female. They could have gotten her to say something, but they didn't and pushed the narrative, or she said she was smart and said I want a lawyer, and that shut all that down. I don't know. It doesn't say about it, so I don't know. But I would think it wouldn't be too hard to get a 16-year-old girl to crack and tell what she knows because she was there. Or they wouldn't have wanted to talk to her. And her mom came, so I'm pretty sure her mom was like, we want a lawyer once they got to the questions that could have incriminated that little girl or indicate that she knew what happened. Um, After gathering pertinent facts and performing an initial investigation, Cook County Medical Examiner Office was contacted by Petrucci on September 10th. Uh, Subsequently, the medical examiner and investigator Summers responds. Damn it. Sorry about that. Responded to the scene at approximately. You see, on September 10th, investigator Summers captured progressive photographs and did not report any findings out of the ordinary. Uh, they did an on-scene interview with Blank at approximately 02:40 hours on 10th of September to gather additional information. During the investigation, hotel staff reported they received multiple threatening phone calls with callers stating they were coming to kill them. Um, so people were pissed. They was like, we're going to kill you, motherfucker. We know you had something to do with it. The front desk attendant also stated he was being threatened by a member of Kenneka's family. So somebody in the family was like, look, motherfucker, I know you have something to do with it. You're all over this camera. Like, whatever, like, we know you got something to do with it. Somebody from the family. I stated I understood they were going through a very difficult time, but asked them not to make any more threats towards the hotel staff. I explained there was no evidence at the time to suggest that the hotel employees were involved in Kenneka's death, and a thorough investigation was underway. A member from the family shouted, "This is homicide!" Yeah, he was absolutely right, too. I informed the family members that Kenneka was observed walking by herself on video surveillance, and it would be premature at this time to jump to any conclusions. I reiterated a thorough investigation was being conducted, and the investigation will reveal any wrongdoing. So, they were threatening shit out of him. They were like, hey, we're going to kill you motherfuckers. You killed my family. You killed my sister, or my niece, my cousin, my sister, everything, my daughter, whatever. You killed her. We know you did. And we know that the friends might have played a part in it. I believe they did. But I know for sure that the hotel did. Because like I said before in the past, I have seen the hotel staff security and a lot of shit that I uncover, but I never see none of the friends. Every once in a while, Monifa will pop up, but since I did the live video, I'm not so sure anymore that even is Monifa that we ever see, because in that live video, that's not Monifa. And if you don't believe me, go back and watch the video I did with Irene's glasses. It looks like Monifa, even has the hair like Monifa, but it's not. This person has like a mustache. He just looked, it was a guy. It was not Monifa at all, but had the hair like Monifa. And the whole time, all these years, I thought that was Monifa behind Irene. That's where that's where I seen it at. In Irene's glasses, sitting behind her. I always thought that was Monifa back there because we could see the hair. But once I took a screenshot of every single frame and I thoroughly analyzed it, I noticed that's not Monifa at all. That it's actually a guy. So I can't. And I want to say, if you look at the footage and actually watch all of it, you see Chinese people, I shit you not, everywhere. Uh, there's a lot of them coming in, checking their bags. That's all you see is them coming in and checking their bags in and out. And that's it. Uh, and there's a lot of them. Why are all these Chinese people coming to Chicago for where they're in a place where it's called Chirac? All you Chinese people ain't got that many goddamn business affairs in Rosemont. I can see Chicago because it's a huge city, but you are all at Rosemont at Crown Plaza Hotel. There ain't shit in Rosemont but bodies being trafficked and kids. Organs being removed and sold on the black market. And I believe that's why we see so many Chinese fucking people there. If you Google organs, the black market, it all comes up with like Chinese shit. The Chinese black market, thymus is one of the things they want. All kinds of shit like that. Don't believe me? Google it. The Chinese love our organs. It's a fact. And Chicago has nothing but kids killing each other. So these are young, healthy organs. These aren't organs of somebody that died of old age. That, these organs are on their last leg. These are freshly, brand new, out the box organs for these guys, for these Chinese people. And where's Sony located at and all that? That shit's all over there in China. Them motherfuckers know electronics. They know editing. They know. So, and that's why we don't ever really see them where there's fuckery going on. Anytime there's some kind of fuckery going on the footage, all we ever see is staff, one of the hotel employees, especially the little short one with the gray hair and the red jacket, that walks around everywhere. The short little white guy, he's gray hair, and he's short and chunky and got like a red jacket. Looks like a rain jacket, kind of raincoat, but it's red. Yeah, I see him all the time too, and a few other ones. But never do I see any Chinese people except for like one, and that's that lady. And I've seen some one or two things under that I discovered in the footage that is like some crazy looking Chinese shit. That's hard to explain. Okay, so the homicide informed the family members she ran out. Okay, is that where this is at? Okay, so that's what they're talking about. They were threatening the hotel staff. The funeral home came, got the body, took it to the morgue. It was processed, and we explained Kenneka was observed. Okay, we know all that. We explained Ellie. Okay, we know all that. Alright, so let's go over here. Upon viewing Kenneka's body, Blank stated it appeared Kenneka was crying. Alright, so somebody, probably Lenora or Teresa, stated it appeared that she was crying. So, well, she probably was, and they had to think fast. So they come up with the lamest, dumbest fucking thing that they could come up with, and they say, they explained the freezer was turned off and the freezer doors were left open during scene processing by the evidence technicians, causing the temperature to rise above freezing in the freezer. Sergeant Rose stated that icicles melted from a blower located above the area. Let me remind you, this blower is not right above her face. So, no, there was nothing above her head. So nothing fell on her face to make her look like she was crying. because she was not underneath a blower. She was in the corner. Her head was face down. So how did I when she's face down also? How does that make it look like she's crying? An icicle drop melted from a blower located above the area. Notice they didn't say above the head because they know that there would be a really bold faced lie. So they say the area where Kenneka was found. They showed blank and blank the area he was referring to as we walked them through, but they didn't show when Kenneka was in there that her head was nowhere underneath a blower. Let's keep that in mind. After walking blank and blank, we'll say Teresa and Lenora, through the scene, we escorted them back towards the O'Hare 2 conference room by their family. Blank told her family members, either Lenora or Teresa told her family members, Kenneka was wearing, or somebody did actually, I don't know who that was. Blank told her family members Kenneka was wearing an Adidas jacket and not her jean jacket. I informed Blank that Kenneka was still wearing a jean jacket, and Blank confirmed she also saw Kenneka still wearing the jean jacket. So they said they saw her wearing a jean jacket, but somebody said that she was wearing an Adidas jacket. So that's where that whole mix-up comes in at. A lot of people say that she was wearing Adidas. A lot of people saying she wasn't. I believe she could have been wearing an Adidas, but they changed her clothes to match everybody else's, because they all had on the same shit. They transported the body September 10th, turned property over. They photographed the property. Um, okay, here's another thing. Before they left, they they checked the latch. They examined it, the latch mechanism. The latch appeared to be functioning properly. Once the freezer doors were once inside the freezer, a white circular handle pushes in to activate the latch and open the door. Both freezer doors were swinging doors with hinges on the left side, if viewing from the outside. Both freezer doors opened inward, outward, opened in an outward direction and were self-closing. However, the first freezer door appears to stay slightly ajar. It does not fully latch upon self-closing. So, they're saying that the door doesn't even close, that it's ajar, and upon self-closing it won't close. So, how did it get closed? Alright. Once inside the freezer, where Kenneka was found, the door latch needs to be activated to open the door. The door cannot be opened without pushing in the white circular handle to activate the door latch. The area where Kenneka was found appeared to be a freezer within a freezer. We know all that. They say that the temperature was 44 to 34 degrees. Okay. Let's see what else. Okay. Who's this? Passing of her daughter. Okay, so it's supposed to be Teresa. At the beginning of the interview, I explained we would like to gather more information about Kenneka. Okay, this is another part that throwed me off. That really pissed me off and made me start to question Teresa a little bit. Let's just keep reading. And asked if had any information could provide would be beneficial to the investigation. I informed Teresa we can stop the interview at any time and gather more information at a later time if she wished. Of course, she said, no, right now be fine. Now remember, this is over the phone. They're not face to face. They're on the phone talking. Teresa stated Kenneka was attending a hotel party with 3 of her friends. We know who they are. The party was a birthday party for Irene and for, I believe, Lil Ty or something like that, or Killer. Killer, I think. Kenneka left with Blank I wonder who, I think Monifa or Bree at approximately 23:30 hours on the 8th, and then picked up blank and blank. Blank stated she was contacted. Teresa stated she was contacted multiple times later in the night by Kenneka's friends, asking if Kenneka was at home. Teresa informed them Kenneka was not home and asked if she was missing. Initially, the girls told Teresa that Kenneka was not missing. However, they later called and said they could not find Kenneka. Teresa stated she was on the phone with Blank and could hear someone in the background saying something similar to, "I'm tired." Well, I'm tired. Damn it. Okay, I'm tired. Let's get out of here. Teresa does not think Kenneka's friend would do something to harm Kenneka. Blank explained Kenneka was very close friends with Blank and described their relationship as sisterly. Teresa stated Kenneka's friends used to live with her and called her mom. Teresa stated Kenneka's friends told her that Kenneka had only 1 cup of alcohol. Teresa stated Kenneka is like her and cannot handle handle her liquor well. That was a handle her liquor well. All right. I'm going to say Teresa stated she is aware of the following additional people who attended the hotel party. Why they named these ones out of everybody, I don't know. Wonky and Quans. Teresa stated Wonky and Quan are brothers. Teresa stated Kenneka's friends, blank and blank, will be able to provide additional names of people who attended the party. Teresa stated Kenneka was no longer in school and was starting a new job soon at a nursing home. Teresa stated blank and blank, Kenneka's sister and blank and brother. Um, and brother. I Detective Delikova conducted a Crown Plaza Hotel or contacted the Crown Plaza Hotel on September 11th and spoke with the on-duty front office manager. I asked if all cameras. Okay, where's the part where? Okay, maybe it wasn't here yet that I was talking about where it made me question Teresa. Following her. Okay, this is the victim of the credit card. She just says that she did not try to rent a room. Okay, assistant general manager, director of food beverages, building engineer. The hotel employees accompanied I through the bleed path Kenneka took that night to the freezer. I asked if he knew the temperature. He says he does not. I was forwarded an anonymous phone call from investigation's main number. The caller ID illustrated blank as the caller uh, ID. The female caller wanted to stay anonymous because she claimed to be scared for her safety. The caller stated the following summary. The caller arrived to the Crown Plaza Hotel on 9/9 for a birthday party in room 926. The caller informed me about 8 additional females. Remember, I showed you pictures of some females who were present, and people were drinking and smoking weed. The caller informed me the victim, Kenneka Jenkins, was present and that she observed her. See, this says she. So this might be that little girl again. Remember I told you earlier about the little girl that was only 16 years old. I believe that's who this is. I could be wrong. The caller informed me another subject in the hotel room was blank, who was a close friend to Kenneka. The caller further advised me to look closer at blank because she was paid $200 for an unknown reason by an unidentified male black subject wearing a red shirt, possibly related to probably the brothers. The caller informed me blank was affiliated with the blood gangs and that she could be responsible for Kenneka's death. And she could be responsible for Kenneka's death. The caller was asked several times about her personal information, to which she declined. Of course, she doesn't want to end up dead. At approximately hours, I submitted online preservation request. After submitted confirmation email, okay. Just search warrant. Alright, Chicago's employee in the North parking lot for a statement. Blank related to me. He is an assistant food beverage manager at the Crown Plaza. He also assisted the hotel security at times when needed. He has been employed at the hotel since 2011. I then asked Blank to walk me through his day. And we've all seen his, you know, his version, his shit. But basically, he just says that he found her in the kitchen. They asked him what his reaction was when he found the body. He stated that he has never found a body and was extremely nervous. He thought that the police officer searching the area was behind him when he entered the cooler. When he noticed that he wasn't behind him, he had already located the victim and went outside of the unit. Okay, remember that. Now let me go back and see if I can find this part. Remember what I just said. Now he's the one who found her. Alright. Let me just skim through this to see if I can find it. Area at this time. While searching the basement area that he located, advised corner. Alright. Also, look here. It says that she was found face down. Jenkins' right shoe was off. She was wearing a jean jacket and jean pants. She had on a shirt on underneath the jacket, and it was pulled up, exposing her breasts. Not just one, but both. Let's see. Oh, here's another thing where it said later in the day, the manager at Crown Plaza contacted me with additional information regarding he received an anonymous phone call from a Commander Betty Green, unknown police department. According to Blank, Betty Green was trying to get information regarding the missing persons case. And let's see who that was. Not provided any, but it fact direct any questions that they may. I was able to initiate contact with the anonymous caller who was found to be the concerned mother of the missing victim. So it was Teresa calling to be Commander Betty Green. Alright, let's just go back. There was somewhere I want to show you. Must have missed it. Or I didn't come up to it yet. Give me 1 second here. Right there. Let's see. Representative. Okay. Okay, here's what made me think twice about Teresa. Was this part right here? It says they contacted Teresa on September 11th. I provided her with an update on the investigations and our finding thus far. After going over the investigation, I asked Teresa for consent to conduct a forensic examination of Kenneka's cell. phone. I explained the forensic examination of Kenneka's cell phone would be beneficial to the investigation and potentially help clarify the details surrounding Kenneka's death. Blank was not willing to consent to a search of Kenneka's phone at this time, stating, "I'll think about it." So, instead of just giving the police the phone and letting them investigate, do their forensic investigation, she told them no. "I'll think about it." This is your daughter, lady. I know if this was my daughter or son, I would be, yes, here, take this, take her computer, take everything, find out what you can. Because they have the resources to to revive data that's been deleted, or you know, bring back anything, messages, pictures, videos, everything that's been deleted. They could bring that right back and see it all. Even though you deleted it, it don't mean it's gone. It's still there. The data's still there. So that rubbed me wrong. Okay, and there's one more thing I wanted to show you. Was about, remember I said who found her. Gotta try to find it though. Let me see, kitchen area. Um, see, after speaking, I spoke to assistant manager of the hotel. I'll need to try to find where they found her. Alright. Damn it, why can't I find it? And another thing that was weird was before the police could even do the investigation, they had already checked out and cleaned room 926 immediately. They had housekeeping clean the room that fast. Okay, here it is. This is what I was looking for. Okay, remember, PSO Walsh is the guy that we hear on the radio or see go to the freezer, not the beverage manager, but the cop that the beverage manager goes to get, and he comes in, he says, "Oh, fuck." On the radio, he says, "Oh, fuck, I have that subject. She's frozen solid." That's PSO Walsh, Public Service Officer, or whatever they're called, police service officer, whatever, Walsh. Alright, let's read this. They spoke with Walsh, who advised, while he was outside of the hotel, not inside, outside the hotel, checking the area near the loading dock. Guess who was there? A hotel security member. Not a beverage manager, but a security. You could tell the difference because of their shirts. Securities had on different uniforms than the beverage manager or other employees. So if it was the beverage manager, it would not, they would have said beverage manager, but they said security member. And they even said later identified as blank. So that could be any one of them. Okay, so he was outside checking, the area. And there was a security member there, just standing there. Came outside and he said something to the police, but the police couldn't hear what he said. Walsh advised he looked in the direction of the person and saw he was waving him over. See, the guy was standing there, said something to the police, and the police didn't even hear him. He looked over and saw the guy waving, waving him over. Said, "Hey, come here." Uh, and then the police officer walked towards him, and he said to him, uh, "Scared the hell out of me." That's what the police told the security guard. "Damn it, you scared the hell out of me." Because he was ducked off. The police was out there looking. They would have seen him. He's searching the area. How does he not see this guy, security guard? So much so to where it scared the hell out of him. Whenever he waved him up, when he looked up and seen him, it scared the hell out of him. And then the police said that the security guard looked scared, and he asked the security guard what scared him. Walsh said the security guard started to walk inside to the kitchen area to show him what he was referring to. Scared the hell out of me. Looked scared and asked what scared him. Said, okay, yeah. He was referring to. Walsh said he stopped the security guard to figure out what he was talking about and asked him if somebody was in the kitchen. The security guard advised the police officer, Walsh, that, is that somebody was in the kitchen, advised there was, and Walsh asked if there was somebody walking around or if it was a body, and the security guard said that he seen a body. Then the police officer said they entered the doors into the kitchen. The security guard stopped and just pointed towards the cooler. All right? The security guard stopped in the middle of the kitchen and pointed towards the cooler, indicating go look in the cooler. So that's what he did. So the police advised he walked over to the cooler, opened the door, and advised the light was off, and he did not initially see anything. He said he then realized there was another door inside the cooler. Walsh said he then opened the second door into the freezer, and the light inside the cooler there as well. The light was off inside the cooler there as well. He stated when he opened the freezer door, he immediately saw what appeared to be a woman laying on the floor, face down. PSO Walsh said at the time is when he advised dispatch that he had located the female. He said he grabbed her legs to shake her to try to wake her, but noticed that she was extremely cold and hard. Alright. Right there they fucked up. Because what they showed us was the beverage manager, and I had just read earlier where it said the beverage manager found Kenneka and came and got the cop. He thought the cop was following him when he walked back to the freezer, but the cop wasn't. That was the story. Remember, I can go back to it. It said that because they asked him, what was his reaction to finding the body, and he said that, he walked to the cooler and he turned around and realized that the cop wasn't with him, so he turned back around and went back to get the cop, and that's when they both came back in and they found the body. That's what it shows on camera. It shows the beverage manager walking to the cooler, open the cooler, and then go get the police like nothing happened. And then the cop comes back, and then he radios, and oh fuck, I have the subject. But according to this, there was a security guard standing outside while this cop was searching. The security guard waved to him to come over and then talked to him and told him, hey, they walked into the kitchen, but he didn't even go to the freezer. He pointed at the freezer. So Think about that. You know what I mean? How much lies they told us. Uh, that's going to be it for today. I just wanted to get those few points across. There's still a lot more I got to show y'all. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. And until next time, y'all. Peace.